What's up, everybody? I just wanted to go live to share my ebook. Hold on. So, here is the first page. I do have it on sale right now, so it's on sale for $1. I wanted to make it affordable. When I first started out, I was not able to afford any kind of mentorship or ebooks or guides or anything like that. So, I just wanted to share with you what I have here in the ebook. So the ebook does have 36 pages. So we have a table of contents. I think that's like about 2 pages. All right, so the introduction, we have why Airbnb cleaning matters. And I go through a few reasons why. And so welcome to the course. About the author. I do have some inspirational quotes in here. So clean with intention, stage with love. Let your standards speak before you do. All right, chapter number 1. So I do go over the essential cleaning products that you'll need. Now, these are things that I use daily. So I have Dawn on here. Hydrogen peroxide is a good alternative for bleach. And then homemade cleaners. So I make my own Dawn Power Wash, which you can do by just using some Dawn water, alcohol, or you can use hand sanitizer if you don't have any alcohol. Put that in the reusable bottle and it sprays Dawn Power Wash. It's the alcohol that makes it foamy. And I use my mop, a O-Cedar mop. So there's a few variations of that you can buy. The mop heads and the buckets as well. And the luxury touch toolkit. So I don't bring staging items. I basically just work with what's there. If you are a cleaner and you have like a client who is an Airbnb host, you can suggest for things that they can have at the unit for you so that you can stage. But I really just work with what's there. All right, so tools for efficiency. So these are cleaning tools. Definitely always need a squeegee, microfiber towel. I use a shark vacuum. I've used I think it was a Bissell when I first started. That vacuum was like $40, and that was cool until it broke. And you want scrub brushes. I like those for the inside of the sink, and you just want to get like around the knobs that you use for the water and stuff like that. Let's see. So chapter 2. So chapter 2 is really about like knowing when to basically start having assistants, or you need to have like a team. So it goes through my method of cleaning. I'm sorry, my throat is sore. My method of cleaning and just how I go through the flow of the room, and then the time expectations for solo cleaning. So like if you're doing a 1-bedroom, it should take like 1 to 2 hours if you're following the method that I have here. A 2-bedroom should take 1 to 2 hours. A 2-bedroom, 1 to 2 bathrooms should take 2 to 3 hours. 3-bedroom, 1 bathroom to 2 bathrooms, that should take 3 to 4 hours. Like 4 bedrooms should take 5 hours. 5 bedrooms, 6 hours, and so on. So for properties of 3 or more bedrooms, consider how many bathrooms are included. Each bathroom can take 20 to 40 minutes to clean. Depending on its condition, this adds significantly to your total cleaning time. So you don't want to just like take a a booking and just be like, okay, well, is some houses really could be, especially in Georgia, could be like a 3-bedroom, 4-bathroom house, and those bathrooms will be what like adds on a lot of time for you. So, when to bring in help. So, usually you want to bring in help when you're starting to book more like 4-bedroom, 3-bedroom, 4-bedroom, 3-bathroom houses. Like, that's when the property size is bigger. So, for you to handle it yourself, you can, but like, say if it's a residential or like an Airbnb cleaning, you're really going to be there by yourself all day, and you can make more money if you have like an assistant with you. Cuts that time in half. So a 4-bedroom, 3-bathroom home could take you like 4 to 5 hours, and with help that can take you like 2 to 3 hours. So that is something that I talk about in the book. It is on sale. So if you go to our website, atlluxurycleaning.com. That's atlluxurycleaning.com. And we have a digital products page, and you'll be able to purchase the ebook. And I also have some checklists there as well. I have 3 different kinds of checklists. So I have some efficiency tips and scaling with the team. So this is where you'll get some information about that and the final thoughts. Keep pushing boundaries and never stop evolving. And that is something to keep in mind, because you never want to get comfortable in business. I have a little notes section. This is an ebook, so if you have Procreate, that's what I use. I'm not sure what else once it's saved, you can mark it up in your photos. All right, so chapter 3, the flow, start to finish like a pro. So I usually do a walkthrough. So that's step 1. Step 2, we have laundry, linens first, and then your towels. And that just matters because towels dry faster. So you don't want to focus on towels and then you're waiting for your linen to, dry, because then you can't make the beds. And that takes longer than folding towels. All right, so step 3, you want to hit the bathrooms last. Step 4, bedtime. So you want to make these beds. And we have step 5 is details, and that's the room. So that's when you're hitting like the nightstands, TVs. You want to sanitize like the remote, door handles, clean mirrors, dust the lamps, things like that, ceiling fan. And step 6 is staging. You want to do your floors last, which is step 7. And building muscle memory. So I have days that I call my Shikari days, and that's just how I have just trained myself to move fast and be precise with my cleaning. So if you're at an Airbnb or your client's house and there's nobody home, I kind of like sprint in between tasks. So like if I need to go and get the vacuum, or dump the mop water, like I'm no longer walking, I'm running. So that's what really saves you a bit of time, especially if you are solo. I go through how to train your team and what guests notice that hosts usually don't. So this ebook will also be good if you are someone who is an Airbnb host and you take care of the unit yourself. Then this guide will help you make sure that everything is spotless and you have a nice luxury clean and 5-star reviews. So I tested my method on a new client. I finished this ebook in April and I got this client in May. So I used my method and they became a super host within 30 days. So I was even shocked how well it worked. But that also is an Airbnb that I'm now the co-host of. It's it's in Buckhead on the 24th floor. It's right across the street from Linux. So it is open for booking for the holiday season. All right, so we have symmetry and staging. So I go through just to give you some staging tips, just that you'll notice in your pictures, everything looks like crisp. You see like everything is in the middle or meeting in the middle. This is the throw that they had. This is a bench here, so it's a little seating area in the front. A lot of my clients buy bedding that does not fit the sides. So I'm really doing like a tight tuck here at the bottom, and then I fold it like double here, like hotel style, but it allows me to pull it really tight. And then this is something simple, just folding it so that it just looks nice and neat and clean in there. And when I clean, like, I wipe down stuff like this all the time because people brush their teeth. So you're going to get splatter on this, of course, your mirror. So you want to wipe all that stuff down every time. And then if you ever need to wash fake plants, I just run it under some water. Like a real plant, honestly. Oop, my bad. Okay, so, we're past all this. Oh, we got pretty far. Okay. All right, so I did symmetry and staging. So I guess we could use this as an example. These are 2 beds. So in a room like this, I try to make it identical. This was for an Airbnb. So as you see, everything I did over here, I did on this side. So even the folding here with the sheet out, I did the same exact thing over here with the pillows. So, oh my goodness, how do I keep doing that? I found it. Okay. So prepping the vibe is really all in the details. So this is where after you're done cleaning, I feel like the job starts to get, I feel like cleaning is fun too. But then, when you get to put all your stuff away and you're just like staging, that's also fun. So I just feel like placement is everything. As you see, everything's symmetry as well as like the lamp in the middle. As you see, it gives a nice sight line. I do the curtains semi-open, same length on each side. As you see, I do the blinds facing up, but open just a little bit. So light comes in, but like if somebody's walking by, they can't see inside the Airbnb. So those are things that I do. If you are during the day, I like to open the windows to let some fresh air in while I'm cleaning. You don't want to overspray because some guests complain about that. They feel like you're trying to cover something up. But yes, here's some staging. I do this with the blankets on the bed. It's kind of traditional. Some clients I do like a wavy thing and some clients like that. So, but I do have some like more mature clients. So this is what they like. So I do have some bed styling tips in here. I want to do some videos so that I can show you how to, because even at your own home, you can get your pillows to look like this. So I can show you how to do that physically. But I do have some tips here. Content aesthetics. Everything that you see in this book is places that I've cleaned myself. And they're all like staging things that I've either made up or my mom has taught me. So clients really like this. And I just do like a triangle fold and I roll all the towels. I tried something new and it ended up being really cute, but these are the swans, like how they do at the hotel. In a heart. And then sometimes with these, like the velvet headboards, you can either use your hand if it's already clean. But if it's not clean, I will use a sponge and because it gets all the lint off, cleans it, and it leaves a little cute pattern. And then on the floors, I just vacuum. That shark vacuum is really like good for leaving carpet lines. This is another Airbnb. So I use you can use Dawn on stainless steel, but if it has the little drink thing, you want to make sure that you are going up and I believe it's up and down. And then if it doesn't have the drink thingy, then you clean side to side on the stainless steel. It sounds crazy, but it's a method to that. And I just do minimal, just try to make sure that's clean, that's full. I clean all of that off. If that needs to be dusted, I dust that. As you see, everything is super spotless. And then also this drawer right here was like the silverware. You want to make sure there's like no dust in there. And this is another one I've done. This is the client that I freestyled the bed and she liked that. That's also in Buckhead. And this is actually a client's house. They live like very minimal. So like it's not a lot going on. Okay. So just to remind you, my ebook is on sale for $1. So if you go to my website, atlluxurycleaning.com, go to our digital products page, and you'll be able to add this to your cart for $1. I do have this and three other checklists. So I have a checklist for kids, teens, and for vacation rentals. So if you're an Airbnb host and you manage the unit yourself, then you can use my checklist just to make sure you're clean. Your stays are always 5-star rated. And then if you have a cleaning team but you're not satisfied, but you still want them to be your cleaning team, you can be on the same page with them if you use this checklist. So it goes from as soon as you're walking through the door and then taking pictures leaving. And then there's a few tips. It is 2 pages long, but it's everything that I do once I enter a unit to start cleaning. Okay. So chapter 6, common mistakes cleaners make and how to never be that girl. And we have a long section. It's like 2 pages, but I was on live earlier just explaining how I came to make the ebook, and it was just a lot of research that I had to do on my own because I couldn't afford to have a mentor or pay for a guide or an ebook. So it is extensive, but it's better for you to learn through someone else's mistakes if you can, and not have to make them on your own. And so I do have a lot of stuff that I've learned that I put in here. And then I do have a section where these are mistakes that I've made. So you can learn from my mistakes as well. And then I have chapter number 7, client communication and boundaries. And it just shows you how to operate as a solo business owner. And this will help you once you're growing your business, because you don't want to slide on your standards or your boundaries, starting that way with your relationships with your clients, because it seems small, like to do a few extra things, but you just want to really be careful with what you say yes to. And this just shows you how to go about it, because I used to do a lot for a little bit, and I've had clients tell me like, oh, they want me to clean, but they haven't paid me from like 2 weeks ago, and you just don't want to have to deal with anything like that. So this just shows you how to deal with your clients, how to just like be unemotional about it, because this is your business. So you want to make sure that you stick to the program, really. And clients asking for extra favors, clients texting outside of hours, I feel like that really depends on you. I don't mind it depending on the client. You want to create emotional boundaries as well. So that explains, I go deeper into that so you'll understand. And there is a small section on when to let your clients go. And I know that a lot of people think like when you are a cleaner, like you shouldn't be in that position, but you do have to remember that you work for yourself. Like this is a life that you create for you. So you don't have to deal, if you don't want to, with somebody who may be like demeaning or disrespectful to you or your business or what you do. You don't have to deal. So, those are just a few tips. This is just more about me, the author, and a thank you. And then I have some activities at the end. So I have a spot the difference. I made this myself, and my son said that there's 13 of them. So good luck. And then I also have a little quiz. So what's your cleaning CEO energy? And there's like a few questions that you fill out, like you answer. And then you have mostly A's, mostly B's, mostly C's. So the grinder CEO, the visionary CEO, or the soulful CEO. So you can find out like what kind of CEO you are and learn a little bit more about yourself. But yes, this ebook is for sale on my website at atlluxurycleaning.com. If you go to my digital products, you'll be able to see it there. I have that there, as well as this checklist that I was telling you about. So this is for the vacation rental checklist. So this is everything I do. The pre-clean walkthrough, the laundry process, the cleaning order for maximum efficiency. So just like, it's a cleaning order for you not to have to double back. So you're not like doing something here and going over there and then forgetting something in the bedroom. Like you are just cleaning with ease, like nice flow. We have stocking and inventory checks and the final walkthrough. And we have a few time-saving hacks and common mistakes to avoid, and a few tips for your host. And then if you buy this as a cleaner, it's still a few tips for you to remind your host, like, hey, just to make sure that they're always taking the best care of their property, because it is an investment for them. But that's everything I wanted to show you guys. I can see if I can pull up the website. I wanted it a green couch for my living room because my dining room can fit this. I had this like buffet, this lounge like dining room. So I put this couch in. What's happening? Bro, it's this iPad. I just was showing the website on live earlier. Hold on, y'all. What the hell? Uh-oh. Not me running into issues on live. Hold on. Mother of pearl. All right, well, I'm not sure what happened, but I was just hopping on live to show you guys my ebook, and that was pretty much it, to let you guys know it was on sale for $1. So thank you for joining, and have a good evening. Once you guys take a look at it, just let me know what you think about it. I'm looking forward to your feedback, and I really appreciate it. Bye.